What's your good luck charm? Maybe you have a lucky number. Or maybe you have a lucky piece of clothing. Whenever I was in first grade, I remember I had this lucky rabbit's foot. I remember one day I had to take a test, and I was so anxious that I would fail that I brought this lucky rabbit's foot keychain with me, and I started stroking it during the test, hoping that somehow the luck would rub off onto me. Well, I was about the third question into the test when the lucky rabbit's foot keychain broke. You should have seen my face after that. I mean, I looked down and I was like, what's gonna get me through the test now? Even though I failed the test that day, I actually learned a pretty valuable lesson. Hey everyone, welcome to my 5th t-shirt haul for JCLU Forever. JCLU Forever stands for Jesus Christ Loves You Forever, and they are an uber spiffy Christian t-shirt company for women. The designs that they make are totally eye-catching, they're great witnessing tools, they're incredibly inexpensive, and the shirts are also super duper cozy. Definitely check out their website to learn more about the products and see the t-shirts, and you should definitely check out their Facebook page to take part in the ever-growing, incredibly supportive community of over 97,000 people. The t-shirt that I'm wearing is their Hope in Jesus shirt. The Bible verse on it is from Jeremiah 16 verse 19, which says, "O Lord, my strength and my refuge, my fortress in times of distress. To you the nations will come from the ends of the earth and say, our fathers possessed nothing but false gods, worthless idols that did them no good." I really like this shirt because not only is it super cozy, but the message is really powerful and incredibly eye-opening. There are countless examples in the Bible where people created false gods to worship instead of the one true God. One of these examples is in Exodus 32. In the previous chapter, Moses went up on Mount Sinai to meet with God and to receive the 10 Commandments. The rest of the Israelites grew impatient. Moses was up on the mountain for 40 days, and the Israelites needed guidance. They needed protection, and they felt like they needed a tangible way to express their worship. God knew this and was eager to meet their needs. However, the Israelites decided to meet their needs themselves and push aside God. They told Aaron, Moses' brother, to make them some gods who would lead them. So Aaron told them to bring him their golden earrings, and he melted them down and molded them into the shape of a calf. The people then began worshiping this golden calf. They would sacrifice burnt offerings and peace offerings to it, and they celebrated with feasting and drinking. God told Moses to go down off the mountain and see how the Israelites had corrupted themselves. And Moses was so distraught when he saw the people dancing around this golden calf that he threw down the 10 Commandments, breaking them. He took the golden calf, threw it into the fire, got the ashes, put it in the water, and forced the people to drink it. When Moses yelled at Aaron for what happened, Aaron said that he took the gold, he threw it nonchalantly into the fire, and out magically popped this golden calf. This example actually leads me to wonder if that's where the phrase "holy cow" came from. Who knows? Another example of putting our hope in something other than God is in 1 Samuel chapter 4. Israel was at war with the Philistines, and they lost over 4,000 people. The Israelites reasoned that if they took the Ark of the Covenant with them into battle, then this Ark would protect them and save them from their enemies. The Israelites used this Ark of the Covenant as a good luck charm. They viewed the Ark as God's temporary place of residence, and they developed an idolatrous point of view, trying to manipulate God's presence for their own benefit. However, God cannot be manipulated. The Israelites lost 30,000 soldiers that day, and the Ark of the Covenant was captured. So, how do these stories relate to the times that we're living in? I mean, I certainly don't have any golden calves living around my house, but think about it. Sometimes it's a lot easier placing our hope in something tangible, in something we can see, than in placing our hope in the unseen and having faith. Some people place their hope in wealth. They think that if they could have just the right amount of money, they could be satisfied and they could be content, and that money will get them through any sort of life's uncertainties. But what happens when they lose all that money? Some people place their hope in their job title. But what happens if they lose their job? Some people place their hope in their looks. But what happens when their looks begin to fade? Some people place their hope in relationships. But what happens when the relationship crumbles? And some people even place their hope in the president. But what happens if the government goes corrupt? When I was in high school, I used to place my hope in my talent. I was vice president of our theater troupe. I was in every single play and musical, and I was active in speech team for 4 years, advancing to districts every single year. I won trophies, as you can see, in storytelling, original oratory, duet acting, among other things. And I was so pleased with my accomplishments that I wanted other people to praise me. I wanted fame, I wanted attention, but I was acting for all the wrong reasons. I should have been using my talents to serve God. But instead, I was using my talents to feed my own selfish desires. It wasn't until my first year in college, when I was away from that theatrical environment, that I learned that I needed to place my hope in God and not in myself or my talents. So, while we may not worship golden calves or carry around good luck charms, we all put our hope in something. And if that something isn't Jesus, then we are going to definitely be in for disappointment. So, how can we remember to place our hope in Jesus? Well, in the book Character Makeover by Katie Brazelton and Shelley Leaf, they have a challenge in which we keep a wilderness record. Because it's a lot easier placing our hope in Jesus when our life is going good. But what happens when it feels like God isn't there for us? When it seems as if He's silent? So I challenge you all to keep a journal. And in this journal, I want you to write down 3 things. The first thing that you write down is a prayer, okay? The second thing that you write down is one thing that you're thankful for. And the third thing that you write down is one way you saw God work throughout the day. So this is your record that God is working for your good, even though it may not feel like it. Lastly, I'm having a contest. I am going to give away this JCLU Forever Love Jesus 1-inch thick rubber wristband to one lucky person, okay? So to enter the contest, firstly, you must be subscribed to my channel. Okay? You will not win if you're not subscribed. Sorry, but I'll have more contests in the future for those of you who aren't subscribed, but how will you find out about those contests if you're not subscribed to my channel? But also, firstly, you have to be subscribed to my channel. Second, once you're subscribed to my channel, type a comment below this video with a prayer request, one way that I can pray for you. And third, you can only enter once. If you enter more than once, you'll be disqualified. Alright, so those are the 3 things. I will be choosing a winner in 2 weeks whenever I make my next video. So, yeah, I think that's it. Subscribe to my channel, enter the contest, do this challenge, and I will see you all in 2 weeks. Alright, ciao.